Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have my Nars Soft Matte Part 2. I went ahead and got a deeper skin tone. I got the Macao Medium Deep, and I also created this eye look using this Tarte Tease palette. It's an older palette that I have in my collection, and I just wanted to create an eye look with it. So stay tuned, watch me do this face.
All right, friends, jumping right into this eye look, I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil in Auburn. I really like this pencil. It is one of my favorites. When I use a darker hair color, I use the dark brown pencil, but I really like this one. This is my favorite one. I feel like it brings out my eyes and it just works in harmony with my different hair colors. I normally don't stray too far away from the Auburn color, so this works for me. Now I'm just using an angle brush. It's very old, but I just love the way it really gets up under the brows, and I'm cleaning them up using the Tarte concealer in the color Tan Deep Honey. And I really like to take my time doing my brows. I feel like your brows set your face. So I'm just being really careful, getting them as sleek as possible. So I went in and added more concealer. Even though I had already prepped my eyelids and my eyebrows using the Primer Potion by Urban Decay, I wanted to do a cut crease look, and I know that the ladies that I'm watching on Instagram and YouTube, that they do use a concealer to set this area. So I was just following suit, but I soon discovered, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. The Primer Potion is actually enough. This would be good if I was going for a look with no eyeshadow. So next, I am color correcting with the LA Girl Orange Corrector. I have discoloration on my chin. Even though I have cleared my face with the acne, you can see around my lip area. I do have some small breakouts, and I believe it's from the Hydro Queen that I've been using for that area. It is a bit strong. So I just want to, just color correct that discoloration. And you can see that I added the corrector to the areas on my forehead. Those are old chickenpox scars from when I was a little girl. Next, I'm just going to go ahead and set the concealer using my Nye Banana Powder. And while I'm at it, I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and set the color corrector and the primer that is under my eye area. I went ahead and did that, applied the primer before I started filming, so I did not capture that. So now I am packing on the shade First Kiss out of the Tarte Tease palette. And what I started to notice is that this palette is not cut crease friendly. I think I probably did too much. This is like a sheer palette, and I really didn't need so much eye prep for that. As you can see, the color is just not popping. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to see this to the end. So now I am using my P. Louise brush, and I'm using her rumor base in the color, in the number 2. And I'm just putting that on the eyelid. Now I go in with the shade BFF. And as you can see, it's just not working out. This formula is just not it. But again, I have to see it to the end, so I am continuing to pack on the shade. And I don't know if you can tell by my face, but I'm dying in the inside. But I'm like, you know what? This may turn out well. So I'm just packing it in, trying to cover up a lot of those patchy parts on my eyelid. But yes, I do see that. But hey, we're going to keep going. So I went ahead and applied the concealer, the Tarte concealer, And now I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation in the color Ebony just to go ahead and contour my face. And I do like to add the concealer and just let it dry down for maximum coverage. I'm using a Morphe brush, and it's a very straight brush and I like it. It's very precise in contouring the face. It blends really, really well. And as I always say, blend for the win. If you think you've blended enough, go back and blend some more. Now I'm going in and contouring the nose. The nose is the hardest area on the face to contour, and I believe because it's just so porous. But I gently blended that Anastasia Stick Foundation out on the nose. And now I'm just going ahead and highlighting using the same concealer, the Tarte Tan Deep Honey. And I dampened my beauty blender and I'm just blending this area out. When you blend out your concealer, be very careful. Use a light hand, because if you use too much pressure, you can just wipe all of the makeup off of your nose. And now I'm just adding it to my chin. And I really like the focus to be under my eye. So I try to be really careful when I blend out the concealer. Now I'm using just an angled sponge that I got from Walmart. And I'm applying powder just to set the concealer. And again, I'm using the Benai powder. I've been using this powder for years. I really like it. And I feel like it's pretty good for all skin tones. And I don't want this to look too cakey, so I'm just using a light hand. Like, I don't want it to look too cakey, but I want it to look, you know, made up as well. I don't know if that really makes sense, but like, I want to look cakey, but maybe like not too cakey. But I love a full face beat, even though I don't have to do full face beats anymore. You know, once you just get used to it, you get used to it. Now, what I'm doing here, instead of dusting the excess off, I'm reaching my hand over and squeezing my beauty blender, getting water in it. I saw this from another YouTuber. If you blend this out and just press it in using a damp beauty blender, the water sort of melts that powder into your skin. And I like that look. It gives you a very matte look and it just brings it all together. And I'm just using the tail end of the beauty blender back and forth with the tail end and the pointy end just to really pack that powder in place, just to really get it to melt seamlessly. I've gone ahead and used my Power Liner by Lilly Lashes. It's the glue liner. And I put on one eyelash, and this is in her style NYC. I love her collection. It's really nice. And I do like the glue liner. It doesn't really pull a lot of your eyelashes off. And just two applications of it, stick your eyelashes on, and it's pretty good for a day hold. And I'm just here looking down, placing them on, getting them, you know, set in place. And the eyelashes made me feel happy. I gave you a small smile. Now I'm going in and I'm just applying that shade BFF on the bottom lash line, just to really smoke out the lash line and just to, you know, just to add more color around the eyes. I love this look. I saw this done years ago to really make your eyes have that really pretty cat-eye look, but just a pop of color and add a little black liner in the waterline just really takes your eyes to the next level. And now I am adding, I'm not doing blush, I'm doing the Fenty Beauty Killawatt Foil Sangria Sunset. I love this. This is a beautiful highlight and it just makes you look really pretty, really feminine. And a trick that I have done that could also help you guys out. If you notice, I have on an old t-shirt, and this way I'm preventing my shirt from getting makeup on it.
So guys, final thoughts. I do like this foundation. It's just not for me. I haven't been able to find it in my correct shade. My face is lighter than my neck. I got matched to both my face by Nars.com and I got matched to my neck in Sephora. And it's sort of hard because they can't give you any samples right now due to the quarantine. However, if you can find your shade, go and get it. It does. The formula is really nice and it does go on really smoothly. However, I just haven't been able to find my correct shade. Maybe when Sephora can start back giving samples, I can try again. And hey, I'll do a part 3 to this series. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and I will see you guys soon in the next video.